Well, federal officers are now on the scene of a Virgin Galactic spaceship crash in California. They plan to release new details tonight after the tourism rocket went down yesterday, killing one pilot and seriously hurting another. And now the future of private space travel is in doubt. No one knows how badly this disaster will set back the program. The cause is still a mystery, but tonight, the founder of the project promises to be back in the sky.
We owe it to our test pilots to find out exactly what went wrong.
These photographs capture the final catastrophic moments of Virgin Galactic Spaceship Two. The aircraft meant to fly tourists into space exploded in midair Friday on a test flight over the Mojave Desert.
There was just a puff that shouldn't have been there, and at that point, I knew that something was very, very wrong.
Dreams of flight in pieces in the sand. One pilot was killed, a second severely hurt and was airlifted to a hospital. The disaster brought Sir Richard Branson, the billionaire founder of Virgin Galactic, to the crash scene.
Yesterday, we fell short. We'll now comprehensively assess the results of the crash.
The NTSB is in charge of the investigation.
This will be the first time we have been in the lead of a space launch that involved persons on board.
The doomed prototype was the first to use a new fuel which had never been tested in flight. This is how the spacecraft is supposed to work. The mothership carries it to 50,000 feet, releases it, and the craft fires its own rocket, lifting paying passengers to the edge of space. 700 have put down deposits, including some big Hollywood names. Branson says they can get refunds, but vows he'll continue to aim sky high.
We've now got to pick ourselves up.
Well, officials with the New Mexico Spaceport Authority say they are saddened by the crash. Staffers are sending their thoughts and prayers to the test team. Space officials in New Mexico do plan to continue working with Virgin Galactic and say it's too soon to tell what kind of an impact the crash will have on Spaceport America. Virgin Galactic, as you can imagine, means a lot for our state. Space tourism was supposed to be the next big economic boost here. For a long time, Virgin has planned to launch flights from the spaceport near Truth or Consequences, but after yesterday's crash, some people living in the area are worried this is another setback. Shop owners in downtown Tier C say they desperately need more business. They hope the spaceport can provide that.
It would help us a lot if we had more business due to the spaceport, which, people traveling through downtown to get to the spaceport, they're going to see us and want to stop and eat.
It cost taxpayers $200 million to build the spaceport. If Virgin Galactic decided to abandon its plans here, it would only have to pay the state back $2 to $3 million.